stopped snowing, so that's good.
Lighting kind of sucks. All my stuff is behind me. Okay, so things didn't go as planned. I am currently in a hotel in John Day, Oregon, which is about 3 hours from Boise, so I didn't make it to Boise last night. On my way home, I took a wrong turn and I went north, and the map sounded like it was the same amount of time, so I just kept going that way. And I went over 2 mountain passes, and after my second mountain pass, I got a flat tire. And so now I'm on a donut, and I have 1 more mountain pass to get through. And so I can't take a donut over that. It's snowing here. Like, this is like a Diana PSA to you. Let's talk about my flat tire, because I think there's like some stuff that is like a learning experience for me, things I probably should have already known. But so I was in like outside of Dayville, and it's just pitch black. There's no lights, there's no houses. Thank goodness it was only 5:30, but it was still pitch black. And I had a headlamp, which was good. I have several flashlights, and I have a donut, which is good. There was no signal where I was, and it was just terrifying. Like, I didn't have a jack. I didn't have the screw guy to take the nuts off. So I had no service, and I just decided, there was a couple cars that drove by, and I was just so frightened. It's like, what if the wrong person drives by and stops, So, but I just kind of put my faith into something happening, put my faith in myself being smart enough and strong enough to deal with it if something were to go wrong. But there was really nothing I can do. The biggest town would have been like 20 miles. I can't walk that, and the same issue would apply. Somebody would probably see me walking on the side of the street, and So I put on my blinkers, and thankfully a very nice father and son had all of the equipment for it, and I probably just was so petrified. Like, when they were talking to me, I was just shaking. Because I just can't, I had a little freak out to myself, which is something that I think is so important, and that I've done like a lot of times, is that when I am scared or sad or nervous or whatever, I allow myself, usually like in the confines of like when I'm by myself or by a car, when I'm by myself and I'm nervous and I'm scared or sad or frustrated, that I allow myself to experience those emotions, and then I can get past it. So last night I gave myself a couple minutes to just kind of like scream, cry, and like feel what I was feeling, and then I could move on and think logically. And that's when I thought, like, Diana, you're in a small area in Oregon, and hopefully somebody nice will come and help you. And that's all you can do, unless you see a cop, and then you can try and wait for a cop, but you might be there all night. And again, even then, there might be some issues with a cop coming to help. But I think that most people are good. It's just when it's so dark and you're just really, you don't have signal, you're by yourself, it's frightening. So there have been times where I've been kind of stranded, or I've been, things like, bad things that happen, and I allow myself to experience those emotions, and then I can work through it. That is such a big thing that I do, and I find really helpful. And I do this even when things are not, when I'm sad, just because life happens and I'm not in danger or things aren't treacherous, but I still allow myself times to experience these emotions, usually by myself, because that's how I feel comfortable. And then I can work through it and go past it. So thankfully they helped me. They put the tire on for me, and I was able to drive the 30+ miles to get to John Day, where they have a Les Schwab, but today is Sunday, so everything's closed. So it's Sunday, there's no tire stores. There's like not many stores here at all, really. And it was snowing, and there's snow on the ground, and I have to go over 1 more mountain pass before I get to like flatlands. So here's my plan. I'm gonna stay here another night. Thankfully, I was planning on spending 2 nights in Salt Lake City, so I'm just gonna cancel my 1 night in Salt Lake City tonight because I'm about 8 hours from Salt Lake City, so tomorrow I can get to Salt Lake. Like, that won't be a problem. I just probably won't be able to do a lot of the stuff I wanted to do in Salt Lake, which is fine. Like, I'd rather spend more time in like nature stuff. And Salt Lake, I can go to Salt Lake another time, like that's okay. That's a lot easier than some of these other more remote areas where it's hours of driving. Salt Lake's just a plane ride in. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day here. There's a diner. I am starving. I haven't gotten food yet, and I'm just gonna walk to it. And then there's a museum that I'm gonna check out. And if, depending on the weather, I might go, I'm in kind of like this big valley area of like a couple towns in this valley. Like I said, I'm not getting anywhere near a mountain pass. I'm on a donut. I don't even know how far I want to go. The museum and the diner are in walking distance, and so if the snow's too hectic, I might just hang out here and edit photos and edit my videos. But so long and the short, and I'm gonna pick up some of this stuff tomorrow, is have snow chains, have a jack, and have a wrench, and have water in your car, and have, you know, if I had the equipment, I probably could change a tire, but I would say that I have experience changing a tire. Change a couple tires at your house on a casual Sunday before you go on a trip, just so that you know. Like, this is silly that I've been driving for 10 years and like I probably could fix a flat. Change a tire, not fix a flat, you know, change a tire. But yeah, like I said, today I'm just really annoyed with myself, but I know that the trip isn't like terrible. It's not canceled. It's just a bump in the road. And I'm thankful to have the ability to be in a hotel and to, you know, be able to be in a hotel for 2 nights and get the tire fixed. Like, I'm very thankful to be able to do that, because there have been trips where it wasn't an option. And I don't think I really would have enjoyed sleeping in my car on that road. There was just enough people to make it scary, you know? And so I'm very grateful to like be able to be in a hotel and get the tire fixed and have the time and accessibility to get that done and taken care of. I think that's it. I was just I don't know, this trip has been already kind of struggling, and I think it's because when I've done these long road trips, like I haven't really done with a lot of snow and mountain passes. Like, my longer road trips usually are in dry areas like the desert, the beach, you know, maybe some rain. I'm gonna get some breakfast and check out that museum and see what's what and see if there's anything exciting around town. So let me get to that.
Okay. It's snowing on and off. The river's over there. I'm in the wrong shoes for this. Oh, it's cold. So cold. Ugh. But look, river. Now this looks magical. Now I want to be careful because I don't know how sturdy this area is. I don't think I'm going to pass this little bit of snow here because I really don't want to fall in. Yeah, I should be able to stay on this guy. Oh, this is pretty. Let's check out the other side. Snow is so pretty. I've only lived in one place that had snow consistently, and I don't even think it got, no, it probably got about this much. That would be Flagstaff. And I tell you, living in Seattle, I do miss the snow, but it's not too far of a drive to see it for the day. But just waking up to like a winter white wonderland, it's just such a beautiful experience that you don't get in Seattle, but that's okay because Seattle's great. There's like a park on the other side of the river, so I'm gonna go check it out. Maybe I can get better pictures of the river looking all wintry. So I'm gonna hop back up here, cross the river, check out the other side of the park. Ah yes, this might be the ticket. I wanted to get Yes, a more centered version. Awesome. This is perfect. Just because I'm here, I have to check the other side as well. Awesome little ducks. They look cute. All right, let me snap a picture. I saw some birds up here. I think you can hear them. So here's kind of a map of where I'm at. And so that road that has like Dayville, Mount Vernon, that's all that valley I was talking about. Everything else around it is just mountains. So there's mountains to the north, south. After Prairieville, then you start to get to Dixie Butte. Austin is like Dixie Butte. And then Seneca and south is another one that I didn't look up. And then there's mountains over here once you pass Dayville. I'm just surrounded by mountains. If you want to go to Fox, there's another mountain. Just surrounded by mountains. My feet are bright pink, so I'm going back to the hotel to warm up and plan out my day and the rest of the trip. Making better decisions, like better shoes. Where's the other one? Made it back to the hotel, and now time to treat myself with some socks. Now that I don't have cold feet, here are my thoughts for today. I want to go to the Painted Hills and to the John Day fossil bed area, but I am concerned that there will be some sort of mountains or slick and it keeps snowing on and off. And also, like, when I get there, like, is it just gonna be covered in snow? So I think I just have to be smart and, like, not push it. Which sucks because it's right there. I was looking it up at breakfast, and like I said, I don't want to chance it. Like, I don't know if I have to go through like a mountain pass to get there. I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. I'm exhausted, I didn't sleep well last night, but I'm going to plan the rest of my trip. So, and then go out a little bit. I think there's a museum, and I saw a couple signs, maybe some more parks in better shoes. I was just so hungry. I just slipped it on, and the restaurant's like right across the street from where I was. So I was like, oh, food, let's go. But I'm thinking to put on right shoes and then go exploring before like 4 o'clock when it starts to get dark, and then sleep early. Le Schwab's opens at 8. Napa Auto Parts opens at 7, so I'm thinking of going to the auto parts store, getting a jack, snow chains. That way I just have that stuff and now I feel better. And then at 8 o'clock get my tire fixed, check my other tires, and try and be out of here by 9. And if I do that, I'm about less than 8 hours from Salt Lake. And so if I leave here at 9, I'll have just enough time to get to Salt Lake with enough sunlight. And like I said, I'm not concerned about getting to Salt Lake. I'll have to see where my trip is, but I should be able to pick up some stuff. I do come to Boise often, so some of the stuff that was like around Boise I can skip because I can do that another time, like marshing. There's a waterfall and like a lizard butte. But I'm gonna try and like sharpen up my trip and cover the things that I really want to cover, since I don't have enough time to do like the northern part, and then try and get back on schedule Monday. Try and get back on schedule Monday to go to like Moab and more of the southern side of Oregon, or the southern side of Utah, which I hope will have less snow. I think it should. I don't know. I'll have to do more research. So I'm going to do a couple hours of research here and then go venture out. I found a place for happy hour that I'm probably going to get dinner at, and maybe like a beer or something. If they like a local beer, I'll get it. That's where I'm at. It feels good to just kind of relax. Like, it just feels good that like I have a plan, I have a night here again, and I can just kind of chill and figure it out. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. It's about 1:30, 1:45 now, and the sun is coming out. And I have better shoes on. This is much better. That's a bummer, it's closed. I know there's a second building around here, and I can take a picture of that. Let's go find that. Wanna go swimming? Welcome. There it is. So I don't know much about this place. That's what I was hoping the museum was gonna help out with. So let me read this, see if there's any, ooh, what's going on here. They really want you to come and buy some tickets. Oh, the tour is free. That's even nicer. I wish it was open. So I think I read somewhere that John Day was a fur trapper, and that's why a lot of this area is named after him. So yeah, closed for the season. Everything's closed in winter. The mountains and trees are coming out, and they look so pretty. Just powdered with snow, so cute. Hopefully I can get close and get some cool pictures of the mountains over there because they're looking really good in the sunlight. I'm gonna go check out some more of the town. I wanna go to a grocery store and get some snacks, like goldfish or something. I'm hungry. And check out more of the town center. So let's head there. I've never seen a beaver on a totem pole. That's interesting. I like the teeth. This is just like a whole bunch of stuff that's around here, and like a nativity because December, but this might help me plan what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'm going this way, 1516. Let's see what those are. They have a food truck court. It's so cute. I wonder what kind of food they sell. Love the couches. This place has a bunch of antiques shops. Of course, a lot of them are closed since it's Sunday, but lots of antiques. Just walk in, looks up. Okay. Foot travel to what? Oh, that looks stunning. Wow, that's pretty. I think this might be another museum. I don't know. So I think this is a camp. Anyway, it looks closed. But over here, ooh. I think I should be able to get a really nice mountain snowscapes shot over here. So I'm just gonna walk along this road and try and get a better angle of that. I'm really hoping I'll be able to get a good shot of those mountains back there. They look really cool with the clouds. Not so much. It's a nice view though. I'm not too concerned about missing a mountain shot today. I know I'll be able to get some really nice snowy mountain shots tomorrow when I head out, because I'll have the car and I'll be outside the city, so less buildings and cars in the way. So I made it back to my hotel. I went to the grocery store and they didn't have goldfish. Can you believe that? But what they did have, cheddar pretzels. I can't remember the last time I've had these. I had to eat them on the walk home because I was hungry. They're so good. So I think that's gonna be my snack. It's about 3 o'clock now. I don't know if I'm gonna get dinner or not. I might. If I do, I'm probably just gonna go to like the Subway or whatever that's down the street, get a sandwich. But otherwise, I think I'm staying in for the rest of the day. It was starting to get kind of blue and dark out. So I think I'm just gonna stay in here, edit some videos and photos, plan the rest of my trip, get ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna close out the vlog here. I want to say happy travels from me to you, and make sure you get home safely. Bye, guys.